It is amazing what a couple hours can do. When it rained, now it's gone. So I thought today's shoot would be a kind of like a washout, but the sun is popping in and out. Yeah, I'm looking at the ground to make sure. Yeah, it's wet. So it was just a quick rain. Okay. So, and look at the crepe myrtle. It's really blooming. This one is starting to get the more flowers. This one bloomed early this year, so I don't know if they're gonna. It's always a late bloomer. Hi. And then this one, they said it'll take maybe a year or two before it starts blooming. So we'll see. But here I have it. The OM1 Mark II. No, I'm sorry. Panasonic G9II with the 40 millimeter. I'm sorry, 20 millimeter, which is a 40 millimeter equivalent pancake lens, versus the Nikon ZF with the TT Artisan's 40 millimeter f2 and its own Nikon Z 40 millimeter f2. This one has an aperture ring. This one doesn't. Same bit, same picture quality and stuff, but I just want to compare the Micro Four Thirds to a full frame, and we'll see what happens. And I'll shoot a little video with it, with each also. Okay, this is the TT Artisans at, see, when I'm in aperture priority mode. So it's like 1/8,000 shutter speed. I don't usually do it this way, but you got to show off the lens capable of. And this tree is really starting to bloom out, and I'm loving it. This one, I think I'm going to have some problems with. I have to water it a lot. And if it doesn't pan out, I'll just get another one of these, because I like the red. I do have the let's see, what was it? This is red, that's purple, and this is pink. So, let's see on that. This one is white, and it's doing real well. So anyhow, let's take some pictures. So when I am using the Nikon, I don't know if there's a, the lens, the 40 millimeter f2 lens. I don't know if there's really a difference between this and the TT Artisans. Now I like using the TT Artisans because it does have the aperture control ring, but I'm always hitting that also. And with this lens, it's small, compact. I do have a lens hood for it, but I didn't put it on. I really don't see any difference in the image quality, between the two lenses. They both act the same. I'm trying to get that in focus. There we go. Finally got in there. And then these are the new seedlings. There we go. See? And if you notice with the canopy, everything is dry around here. You can see some grass trying to grow on the dirt. But if I kept watering it, grass should grow pretty much. But just like with my tree in the backyard, it has done the same thing. So I'm going to take this camera in the backyard and take pictures back there, or photos. But I'm showing off both lenses on the ZF. First video, then photos for each lens. And I'll do the same thing with the OM1 Mark II. Okay, let's go in the backyard. I am redoing this video because I had it digitally enhanced to crop it a little bit, but it was shaking too much. It was wobbly. So this is with the TT Artisans lens. I just saw the crackle. There's another crow right there, but the crackle before, as his right wing is kind of shattered, the feathers, so he must have got in a fight. And as you can see, I'll just do this for the previous videos because I did not like the wobbly effect. I usually put it on like this for car vlogging because it brings the vehicles closer. Get the canopy. And you can hear my buddy right there, busted wing. trying to locate him right now. He's probably on the roof. Of course, this is a pretty big, tall tree. Okay, now the video should look a lot better. This is the Panasonic G9II with the Lumix G 20mm f1.7. I love the stabilization on these cameras, even on the full frame when I owned it. I moved this Jeep to the street. Mowed the grass yesterday. Love the cloud action. I have really had no problems using this for video. In fact, the G8-7, this camera, the G9II Mark II, all excellent cameras. So I had to redo the ZF because I had the digitally enhanced stabilization on. So I turned that off and just put it on the sports stabilization because I do a lot of panning. And it worked out much better in the footage. So this is a micro four thirds camera, and I'm comparing it with the ZF with the two 40mm lenses, which are just about the same. I like using the silver TT Artisans because it has the aperture control ring on there. This one only has a manual focus ring on it. There you have it. Let's take some photographs. So let's finish this video. Nikon ZF with the TT Artisans 40mm f2, and also with the Nikkor Z 40mm f2. Small compact lenses, small compact camera. One of my favorites. I love using these lenses with the 28, 26mm. Now I have the 16mm. I take that back. No, anything lower than a 26mm is the Viltrox 20mm, which I have. And that's usually my vlogging lens. But I use the Viltrox basically, and it's a 2.8 compared to f2 for these 40mm. For my street photography and stuff, it gets a wider field of view. 40mm closer, I got the 50, other lenses and stuff. But for picture quality, you can't go wrong with each camera, okay? For the photos. For the video stabilization, this is still the best. You can use third-party software and stuff on, let's say, for the Sonys, like the Gyroflow, whatever, to make it look better. But any Panasonic camera, the G9II, the G87, the OM1 Mark II, even the full frames that I own, which was the S5 II, S5 IIX, the S9, S1R2, stabilization was, nothing could beat it, okay? So with the smaller camera, Micro Four Thirds is less, all right? Smaller, still has a lot of features, okay? It's not full frame, less dynamic range, but I'm the type of photographer that likes things sharp. And if you notice on some of the pictures with this combination right here, and I've used it on the OM1 too, you could get bokeh out of it. Just get close to your subject, have another subject in the background, blurred, and it'll look fantastic. This is the version 2 lens. Now, you'll see videos of other content creators about 4 or 5, 6 years ago looking at this lens, and they're very unsatisfied. But with the newer set of cameras that I own, I thought I'd update it to let you know it's working good. Yes, it's a little bit slow on focusing, but I had no problems. I had no focus breathing, unless I was too close to a subject. Uh, then it didn't know what it was looking at. So, you have to move back a little ways. But this is my take on a full frame against Micro Four Thirds. You let me know down in the comments which one you think. I'm liking the Micro Four Thirds better. Lenses are smaller. It weighs less. And it's pretty pleasing to use. So anyway, um, and you go through different time periods where you want to use your full frame, or you want to use Micro Four Thirds, or if you want to use APS-C. It's just whatever the mood gives you. And there's plus and minuses to each system. I just wanted to show you, is there a difference? Would you rather have the more dynamic range on the full frame? Would you rather have the better stabilization on the Micro Four Thirds? Would you rather have the smaller lenses? Well, Sony has smaller and large lenses, so they have both. And they have APS-C and full frame. Nikon, same thing. And then with the Panasonic and they have quite a bit also. So they have like medium format and then full frame and Micro Four Thirds. They got phase auto detect now. Makes all the difference in the world. I have used cameras with contrast focusing. There's nothing wrong with that also. You just have to be patient, work it, your compensation to get the right picture. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.